Good afternoon, everybody. Just wanted to come on here live to show you guys some coverage on what's going on in the Deep South as well as the Tennessee Valley, the Upper South here as well. It's definitely an intense situation definitely happening here for sure. We have a live severe weather coverage in the Deep South and Tennessee Valley. Multiple warnings ongoing. Tornado watches are in effect. Be prepared, not scared, guys. Definitely take shelter immediately if you get under one of these warnings for sure. Definitely subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way you don't miss any weather updates for sure. So yeah, definitely, guys, it is January 18th, 2023. So we definitely have a lot of information to discuss for sure. Let's take a look at the radar data here. Let me make this a little bit bigger. That way it's easier to see. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a few tornado warnings here to discuss, as well as a few severe thunderstorm warnings as well. So this is just to the east and southeast of Shreveport here. We do have a tornado warning in effect. Let's take a look at this first. This expires in 16 minutes, so at 12:54 p.m. Central Standard Time. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Doyline, or 7 miles southwest of Minden, moving east at 40 miles per hour. Hazard tornado. This is radar indicated rotation. This has not been spotted by any storm spotter out there at the moment. So other locations impacted by this tornado include Knowles Landing, Lake Bistineau, North Gillark, Ogden, and Plum Orchard Landing. So this is going to be around Minden and Dubberly around 1:05 p.m. So that is in about 5 minutes, guys. So definitely take shelter if you are in the vicinity of this storm. We also have an interesting storm to the south. Let me stop looping this radar so we can get better images here. So this is just to the south of that. This one expires in 30 minutes. So this is for south central Webster Parish in northwestern Louisiana, northeastern DeSoto Parish, southeastern Caddo Parish, southwestern Beanville Parish, and southeastern Bossiere Parish in northwestern Louisiana. This is until 1:30. So at 12:43 p.m. Central Standard Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 12 miles south of Houghton, or 13 miles southeast of Bossiere City, moving east at 30 miles per hour. So we have 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. So definitely expect hail damage to vehicles and expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees as well. So locations impacted include Ringgold, Castor, Jamestown, Nanook, Caspiana, Taylortown, Lake Bistineau South, Elm Grove, Robson, McDade, Plum Orchard Landing, and Coron, guys. Definitely, if you live in these areas, definitely expect a severe thunderstorm to be over your area very, very soon. You can definitely see we have an active line stretching all the way from almost near central Arkansas all the way down through northwestern Louisiana, down through eastern Texas as well. It looks like we do have another tornado warning up to the north near El Dorado. So we'll definitely take a look at that. So this is radar indicated motion as well. So this expires in 13 minutes at 12:44 p.m. Central Standard Time. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located over Wesson, or 7 miles southwest of El Dorado, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. So this is radar indicated rotation. So definitely be on the lookout for this. Locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Newell, Hillsboro, and Catesville. So if you guys live in that area, definitely be on the lookout. El Dorado definitely getting hit with a lot of heavy rain. Let's check the vertically integrated liquid for some hail. Surprisingly, let me see if this is actually loading or not. Yeah, surprisingly, no hail visible in this storm system currently. That could obviously change very rapidly. So it's more of a linear structure. So that's definitely good news here. The tornado threat is becoming a little bit minimized here, but we'll see if we get any brief spin-ups in the bookend vortices here, so we'll definitely have to keep a lookout on that. We do have some clean inflow out ahead of this storm. However, we do have this little rain band forming out to the east of this system, so that could be impeding on the inflow and possibly removing the strength of this storm system near El Dorado. Nevertheless, definitely some damaging winds and some torrential rainfall definitely expected in that area for sure. We do have an interesting bow echo here forming to the south of Haynesville, heading into Homer. So if you guys live in Rupel, along 79 here, up near Anatok here, Mahan, Colquitt as well. Definitely a very, very strong wind event definitely heading into your area. And we do have that tornado warning that we discussed earlier to the south as well, near Minden. It has not been extended yet. However, this is tracking right along I-20 here. 9 Forks, definitely be in your tornado shelter. This is radar indicator rotation, but we definitely want to make sure you guys are safe. So don't take this storm lightly, guys. Every one of these tornado warnings, you should definitely be acting to get into your tornado shelter and activating your emergency safety plan as well. That way, to ensure that no loss of life or injuries occur, we definitely want to make sure that everybody gets in their shelter for sure. This structure is still, this is even a little bit linear as well. We do have to watch this here down by Sibley and Dubberly here. We do have this little kink in the line here, so we definitely have to watch out for that. Definitely a bookend vortice definitely trying to form here. So definitely see, let's take a look at velocities. It is a little messy due to the linear structure here. But yeah, definitely right in here, just to the south of Sibley heading into Dubberly. We definitely have to watch out for the potential for some spin-ups here, for brief spin-ups at least. Correlation coefficient, a little bit, but it's most likely due to some hail in the air. And we do have a little bit of hail up to the north towards Minden. So if you guys are in Dorcheat here, into Pace, definitely be on the lookout for this. And across Caney Lakes and Upper Caney Lake as well. Definitely expect some hail. This is definitely nickel to quarter sized. So definitely some damage to vehicles, roofing, things like that can definitely occur for sure. But you definitely don't want to be caught out in this storm, ladies and gentlemen. This is definitely not a storm to play with for sure. But we do have that severe thunderstorm warning still ongoing to the south of that as well. Shreveport, you guys are out of the action for the most part here. But let's continue down to the south to see what we can gather. We do have a special weather statement down here, so we'll definitely take a look at that quickly and see what we got. Let's see here. Trying to get a look at the structure on radar just to see what we got going on. Definitely looks like a intensifying storm system here. This is to the northwest of Hemphill, heading into Toledo Bend Reservoir, just to the southwest of or southeast of San Augustine here. So at 12:56 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Rosevine, or 24 miles north of Ebenezer, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. So winds in excess of 40 miles per hour and penny-sized hail. So this is below severe limits. However, it does look like it is strengthening, so we'll definitely have to watch this storm for sure. Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor damage to the outdoor objects is definitely possible here. Locations impacted include Millam, Hemphill, Rosevine, Bronson, Chinquapin, and Sexton here, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. The storm definitely looks like it is trying to intensify slightly, so we definitely have to watch out for this. Severe thunderstorm warning could definitely be imminent on this storm. Let's take a look at velocities. And we do have a mesocyclone forming here, so definitely we could see a severe thunderstorm definitely developing here. This would head up towards Toledo Bend Reservoir, up through Zwol, between Zwol and Many here, and Loring as well. This is along I-171 here, Highway 120 as well, so we definitely have to watch out for that for sure. But it definitely could be an intense situation as this storm does get its act together. And according to radar, it does look like it is trying to spin up a little bit here, so we definitely have to watch out for that. We definitely have a lot of clean inflow out ahead of this, so there doesn't look like there's much rain out ahead of this, so we're good on inflow here. Unfortunately, it's not good for those in the path of this storm system for sure, as this storm could definitely spin up rather quickly and intensify rather quickly as well. So we definitely have to watch out for that. We do have some discrete cells back down here to the southeast of Lufkin as well that we're going to have to pay attention to. These look to be sort of clustered here, so we definitely have to watch out for that. Any of these storms can definitely go severe very quickly as it moves into an environment conducive for tornado development. These severe thunderstorm warnings have not, the tornado warnings have not been extended at this time, so that's good news. Let's head up into where we have another special weather statement. This is near Fordyce, Rissson, Star City as well. So let's zoom out just to get our bearings here. So this is to the south of Pine Bluff, so we'll definitely have to watch out for that. But we'll definitely zoom in on this particular special weather statement to see what's happening here. Definitely looks like the storm system is trying to bow out a little bit. There's a little bit of kinks in the line, so this expires in 21 minutes. So at 12:47 p.m. Central Standard Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm over Marks Mill State Park, or 10 miles southeast of Fordyce, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So definitely a quick mover. Winds in excess of 40 miles per hour. Definitely possibly some pea-sized hail in the storm system as well. Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects, so be on the lookout for that. May have to dodge some trash cans out there, so definitely watch out for that. Locations impact include Star City, Kingsland, Ellisville, Mount Elba, Marks Mill State Park, Toledo, Glendale, and Lincoln County, Roswell, Calmer, Pansy, Risen, Feeneyville, Weeks, Tipton, Hebron, Herbene, Cornerville, Palmyra, Orlando, and New Edinburgh. So this is in this is north central Bradley, eastern Cleveland, northeastern Calhoun, and southwestern Lincoln counties. This is in Arkansas, guys. We definitely have to watch out for that for sure. We do have that linear structure down to the south. We do have to watch out for this storm down near El Dorado. It does look like it is bowing out once again, so we can definitely see possibly some bookend vortices definitely forming there. We do have a little bit of clean inflow on the eastern side of the storm. However, we do have this rain band out front, so this may try to inhibit convection a little bit here. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. Let's go down to the south and monitor this storm down by Minden as well. I definitely want to make sure that we get all of our bearings here properly. Still linear structure. However, you can see this little kink down here at the bottom. You can see this curvature as well wrapping around the storm. Definitely have to watch out for that. This is heading towards... This is actually tracking right over I-20 here, but the strongest portion of the storm here, or at least the most concerning portion, is definitely down here near 371. So definitely have to watch out for that. This is going into Dubberly, as well as Yellow Pine, Huffman. Still a tornado warning ongoing in this storm. This expires in 4 minutes, so we'll definitely have to watch out for this. This is for southeastern Webster and north central Beanville parishes. So this is near Minden and Dubberly. This is heading towards Knowles Landing, Lake Bistineau North, Gillark, Ogden, and Plum Orchard Landing. So if you definitely live in the path of this storm system, we definitely urge you to take shelter immediately. It is still radar indicated, so that is good news, at least for now. But we definitely have to watch this southern section of this storm as it curls back around. So we're going to have to watch out for this. It is developing a sort of weak echo region or bound weak echo region here. Very broad area. However, we're still going to have to watch this. It could possibly extend the tornado warning here, but we'll definitely have to keep an eye on this. You can definitely see those pockets of rotation here forming. Just to the south of Dubberly and to the east of Heflin here. So definitely, guys, if you are not in your tornado shelter, definitely we would advise you to get into your tornado shelter, as this storm definitely treks off to the east here. This is going to head towards Gibbsland, Arcadia as well. Let's get some storm here. Athens, Sugar Creek. So definitely be on the lookout for this. This is definitely heading in your direction, so we have to make sure that everybody is staying safe for sure. Let's go back down to the San Augustine storm as well. Definitely want to make sure to see what's occurring here. It looks like it is interacting with the lake a little bit here. So this could possibly impede the convection here, but we'll see. I'm not sure if the fetch here is broad enough to impede that, but we'll definitely have to look out for that for sure. But this is heading towards Wool. You can see this sort of band heading up towards the northeast here. You can definitely see this concerning structure down here. This is just near Geneva here, heading into Isla. So if you guys definitely take cover here, definitely can expect some 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts. Definitely some torrential rainfall. A lot of lightning as well. So we'll definitely have to watch out for this. So definitely don't be caught outdoors in this storm system. Definitely, if you are planning on driving, definitely wait until this storm passes. Unfortunately, there are a couple storms behind this as well that we're going to have to watch. Some of these are a little bit discrete. They're not linear. They're definitely a little bit more discrete, so we'll have to watch out for that for sure. Looks like there is a little bit of inflection point here, interaction zone here to the east of San Augustine. So definitely looks like these storms are going to be merging over East Hamlin here, so definitely have to watch out for that interface as well. Definitely, guys, definitely want to try to bring you guys the latest information here for sure. Let's zoom out a little bit. I'm very curious to see what's going on. Okay, so no severe thunderstorm warnings just yet. That's good news. Looks like these special weather statements are staying below severe limits, so just to the south of Pine Bluff. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. And to the east of Lufkin here, heading across this reservoir down here, so we definitely have to watch out for that. Shreveport, you guys are sort of out of the action right now. You guys are getting some light to moderate rainfall. We do have to watch these little discrete cells forming back off to the west, so the south east of Longview here. Definitely be on the lookout for that. But we do still have this tornado warning. It looks like it is about to expire. Let's see if they extend this. A little bit of a weak echo region here, bound weak echo region, but let's take a look at velocities and see what's going on here. Velocities are sorting somewhat not really consistent. Let me see here. I want to make sure that we actually get into the area that we're looking at here. Let's see here. Yeah, velocity still a little bit. They're coming down slightly, so to the southeast of Dubberly. Definitely be on the lookout. This is definitely where the tornado would be forming if there is going to be one. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Let's see what we have going on the radar once more. Yeah, you can definitely see a little bit of clean inflow. These storms out ahead of this, the little cells are definitely starting to clear out, so that's definitely not good news. And the tornado warning has been allowed to expire, so that's good news. I can definitely see a special weather statement definitely being introduced here. So this is heading towards right across I-20 here. So it's been tracking along I-20 from Bossier City through Minden. This is heading up towards so Nine Forks. You guys are getting hammered by some rain, possibly some small hail in there as well. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Definitely try to avoid travel at this time if you can. I understand that travel sometimes is inevitable, but definitely if you guys can, definitely shelter in place as the storm passes by. You definitely don't want to be caught out on this. Definitely reduced visibilities are certainly possible. So this is going to track over towards Old Athens here, Athens as well, Marsalis and Tulip here. So definitely have to watch out for this. This linear structure here is a little bit concerning. You have this kink here to the southeast of Sibley. This is going to head into Gibbsland, so definitely be on the lookout for that. This is going to cross I-20 here. So this probably has to be around 213 here, so definitely have to watch out for that for sure. Definitely, guys, we're definitely trying to keep you guys up to date. It looks like the tornado warnings, all the tornado warnings here have been allowed to expire. That's good news. We do have some special weather statements ongoing here. We're going to have to watch out for this southern structure here heading into Jasper as well. So it's definitely moving into environment that is definitely conducive of tornado development. Let me just show you guys. Let me pull up some of the tornado watches that we have ongoing here. So let's see here. Let's turn on these tornado watches. So here in the yellow shaded counties, or sorry, yellow outline counties here, you can definitely see these tornado watches definitely ongoing here. This stretches all the way to the east of Little Rock, almost into Memphis area, so definitely watch out for that. This extends all the way down through Shreveport, Monroe in this area as well, even all the way down through portions of Texas down here, almost to Beaumont, Texas. So we're going to have to watch out for this. So the environmental conditions are definitely conducive for tornadic development here. Let me turn this layer off. That way we can get better understanding. I definitely want to pull up some of the SPC data here. Hey, DW, how you doing? Definitely hope everything is going well for you. But yeah, we definitely have a lot of information on the weather here, especially up through northeastern Louisiana, eastern Texas here. Sorry, northwestern Louisiana, eastern Texas, all the way up through Pine Bluff, down up through Little Rock, possibly even into Memphis later on tonight. So we definitely have to watch this for sure. Let's turn off the warnings or the watches layer here. That way we can pull up some of the SPC data. So the Storm Prediction Center data. So we definitely have to pull that up. Definitely want to give you guys an outlook of what's happening here. So let's zoom out. Let's get the bigger picture here. And let's turn on some of these, the SPC data here. All right, so you can definitely see this slight risk here is definitely a very, very broad area. This definitely extends through Alexandria, Shreveport, Monroe, even almost into Jackson over here in Mississippi. This goes up through Greenville, Pine Bluff, Little Rock, definitely into that slight risk. Memphis, Tennessee, Jonesboro, Jackson, all the way up through portions of southwestern Kentucky as well. So we definitely have to watch out for this. And it does look like the Boot Heel, Missouri as well is definitely in on the action here. So it's definitely a very, very interesting, very broad area of severe weather. Let's actually click on this and get some of the actual insight from the Storm Prediction Center here. There we go. All right, let's move this over to the side a little bit. So slight risk of severe thunderstorms through Sabine and lower Mississippi, Ohio valleys. A few tornadoes and scattered damaging winds remains possible this afternoon from the Sabine Valley to the Mid-South, with more isolated coverage continuing to this evening across the lower Ohio and Mississippi valleys. So minimal change apparent for this outlook, with broken band of thunderstorms with the warm conveyor ahead of the eastern moving cold front. So definitely right along the cold front here, guys, is definitely where we're going to get most of that action. Severe weather threat will likely peak this afternoon from the Sabine Valley to the Mid-South, where 60s surface dew points increasing to the southwest supports mean layer cape of 500 to 1,000 joules per kilogram. So definitely a very buoyant atmosphere here. The orientation and track of the shortwave trough or the low pressure system over the central Great Plains suggests that mid-level lapse rates will weaken this afternoon, along with increasingly veered low-level flow, diminishing hodograph curves over the southern portion of the convective threat in Texas and Louisiana. So that's definitely good news there. So the lapse rates are going to be weakening here. So how fast the temperature decreases in the atmosphere. And with increasingly veered low-level flow, that's definitely going to diminish the threat for tornadoes. So that's definitely good news here. So we're definitely still looking at significant tornado parameters within the 1 to 2 range this afternoon. So about 10 to 20% before diminishing later. A few tornadoes appear possible, with this damaging wind threat increasing as the broken line consolidates into a broader QLCS or quasi-linear convective system. So that's definitely shown in the linear structure of this storm. Confidence is decreasing with the longevity of appreciable tornado and wind threat being maintained this evening. So that's definitely good news. So yeah, definitely very, very good news, at least in terms of severe weather at this point. So it definitely looks like the threat will continue to diminish as the afternoon and evening hours progress on. So definitely have to watch out for that for sure. But it's, like I said, it's definitely a very, very broad area of slight risk. There's no enhanced risk at this moment. That's good news. So definitely the Storm Prediction Center is definitely on point with this, guys. You can definitely see some of those thunderstorms are definitely weakening. We do have those Boeing segments out here, especially to the east of Shreveport. This is going to head into Ruston and Farmerville and Bernice later on today. So definitely expect some damaging winds, possibly some small hail up to pea-sized. If these storms do get their act together, which they will down here to the southeast, near Natchitoches here. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Some of these discrete cells, especially these sort of appendages sort of reaching out towards the northeast, we're going to have to watch those for sure. And this storm system down here to the south of San Augustine definitely looks very interesting for sure. Let's take a look at that. So let's zoom in on this here, guys. You can definitely see this appendage coming down. So this is definitely where the most of the instability and the surface dew points are going to be the greatest. So the dew points here are definitely fueling these storms. So it's definitely not good news for down here, guys. But right now it's just a special weather statement, so that's good news at this point. No severe warnings right now, but it definitely looks like this storm is intensifying. So winds in excess of 40 miles per hour and penny-sized hail are definitely expected. So this is for portions of east central San Augustine and northwestern Sabine counties through 1:30 p.m. So that's about 7 minutes from now. Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor damage to outdoor objects is definitely possible. Locations impacted include Millam, Hemphill, Rosevine, Bronson, Chinequapin, and Sexton. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And thank you, Sam. Definitely appreciate it. Definitely everybody stay safe. This storm system right now is becoming a little bit more linear, so it's forming a QLCS, or quasi-linear convective system. If we zoom out, we can definitely see that linear structure. Let me remove that special weather statement there. There we go. We can definitely see that linear structure of these storms. So definitely couple brief spin-ups are definitely possible along this line. So definitely be on the lookout in Monroe, Alexandria as well, up through Jackson, Mississippi, Greenville as well. And this is eventually going to make its way into Memphis later on tonight, and eventually over into Mississippi, Hattiesburg through the overnight and into the morning hours tomorrow. So definitely have to watch out for this. Right here, guys, we have a nice inflow notch here to the southwest of Coushatta here. This is going to cross I-49 here. So definitely have to watch out for this. This is heading right into Pleasant Hill, Camp T here as well, up through Martin, Ashland, and Goldana. This inflow notch is a little bit concerning. It looks like this storm is developing sort of a weak echo region here. So possible development could definitely occur here. Definitely brief spin-ups. Definitely be on the lookout in Zwolle here. You guys are definitely getting hammered by very intense rainfall at the moment. And down here through Loring. So if we look to the west of Loring here along Highway 191 here, we can see this little kink and this notch in the storm system. So this is where a brief spin-up could definitely form. So we'll definitely have to watch out for that. We have a lot of rainfall to the southwest of that as well, heading to the north and northwest of Toledo Bend Reservoir. And this storm right here is a little bit concerning for sure. This is more to the south. So this is along 96 here, right over Bronson. So we definitely have to watch out for this. It's going to head into Rosevine, all the way up through Geneva and Millam. It's going to cross Highway 103 here. So definitely, you can definitely see this appendage coming down. Definitely not a good sign. Usually when we see this, you can definitely say that the storm is intensifying. It has a lot of clean inflow off to the southeast of this. So you can see these winds are definitely be ripping into this storm, especially with the dew points, surface dew points in the 60s. So definitely a lot of fuel, abundant fuel for the storms to tap into. So the moisture coming off the Gulf here, definitely not good news down here to the south. We also have a more linear structure here, and another one of these appendages as well. So definitely have to be on the lookout for this. This is near Rockland and near Fox Landing. This is going to cross Highway 63. This is eventually going to go into Powell and Browndale here. Up through Pinelands, we're going to have to watch this storm system as well. I wouldn't be surprised if a special weather statement is issued for this storm. And we also have these little discrete supercells. Super showers at the moment, I should say, definitely forming near Chester, Colmus Neal here, Woodville as well, down through Warren and Shepherd and Livington. So definitely not good news, guys. Definitely looks like the southern end of the storm is definitely strengthening. So we definitely have to continue to watch that. Definitely some damaging winds here coming into Coushatta. You can definitely see this sort of appendage sticking out. It's definitely a very, very good feeder band here. So we definitely have to watch out for this. This could definitely be a very, very strong storm. This is heading over Converse, crossing 171 here. Eventually, this will be going, heading across I-49 here, just to the southwest of Coushatta. Camp T as well as in the path of this storm. So definitely be ready to get to shelter. If you guys are traveling along 49 here, I-49 from Mansfield down through Natchitoches here, all the way down through Provencal here. We definitely have to watch out for this. If you're traveling along here, definitely try to make an exit off the highway and definitely get to shelter very quickly. Visibilities will be reduced by this storm system. So definitely could create very dangerous conditions. Currently right now there is no warnings. That's good news. Let's take a look at these two special weather statements up to the south of Pine Bluff here. Definitely want to get some information on these. So this is just to the southwest or southeast of Fordyce here, heading into Risen and Star City. So this expires in 32 minutes, so definitely still ongoing here. So strong thunderstorm will impact portions of Bradley, southeastern Cleveland, eastern Calhoun, northwestern Drew, southwestern Lincoln counties through 2 p.m. So at 1:14 p.m. Central Standard Time, Doppler radar was tracking strong thunderstorms along a line extending from Hampton to near Hampton Municipal Airport to 6 miles northeast of Callion and to near Lawson here. Movement was northeast at 50 miles per hour, so definitely a very, very fast-moving storm. Wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour and half-inch hail are expected. So this is approaching severe limits. So severe limits, basically what we need for a severe thunderstorm, we need 58 mile per hour wind gusts. And we also need up to an inch of hail here, so quarter-size hail. But right now we're still slightly below severe limits here. So gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. Locations impacted include Warren, Hermitage, Harrell, Ellisville, Hampton Municipal Airport, Morro Bay, Brandon, Morro Bay State Park, Marks Mill State Park, Herbine, Hampton, Wilmar, Ingalls, Hilo, Hebron, Weeks, Mount Elba, Tipton, Lanark, and Banks here, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. This storm could possibly go severe here in the next couple minutes. It definitely looks like it is a strengthening storm system. It was moving at 40 miles per hour earlier. It has increased about to 10 miles per hour, so we're looking at a 50 mile per hour storm moving off to the northeast. So definitely be on the lookout in Star Lake and across Highway 530 here, even down into 425 here through Warren and Monticello. Definitely be on the lookout for this. Hampton, you guys are definitely getting hit by a lot of rainfall here. So definitely not good news for sure. New Edinburgh, Orlando, and Pansy. Pansy, you guys are getting ready to be hit by a storm system from the southwest, so definitely be on the lookout for this. Definitely not good news. So it was at 40 mile per hour wind gusts earlier. It has increased to 50, and the hail was down to pea size earlier. It has now increased to half-inch hail. So it's definitely approaching severe limits. It's still below severe limits, just barely here. We'll definitely have to watch out for this storm. It could definitely go severe very, very quickly here. So we'll definitely have to watch this along Highway 530 and Interstate 425 here. So we'll have to watch out for this, guys. But it could definitely go severe rather quickly here. So definitely not good news in that area. We definitely have a lot of rain up to the north. So this is near Little Rock, so to the north east of Little Rock. Through Searcy, Newport, Harrisburg, Truman, Winnie, and Forest City. Definitely be on the lookout for a lot of heavy rain here, especially along I-40 here up through Memphis. So this is eventually going to make its way there. We definitely have a strong linear storm here. I wouldn't be surprised if a special weather statement definitely gets put onto this storm. It definitely looks very, very heavy rain to the east of Keogh here in England as well. This will eventually head into Collar, Parker's Corner, Hamilton, along 86 here, 343, up through Pepper's Lake, and Devall's Bluff here in Hazen. But you can definitely see this definitely a very, very pronounced linear structure. So we definitely have to watch out for a little bit of spin-ups here, especially in this area to the north. So coming into Collar and Blakemore as well. So you definitely see there's probably some ominous cloud structures off to your west. Definitely in Blakemore. Seaton as well, Collar, you can definitely probably see these clouds coming in. They're definitely going to be very ominous. No severe warnings on this storm just yet, but it definitely looks like it could go severe here, so we definitely have to watch out for this. Definitely a special weather statement should be issued on this storm system. We could definitely see definitely a damaging wind event coming in here. So it's definitely not good news here for Collar, Parker's Corner, and Hamilton. If you guys have any unsecured objects outside, if you guys have any pets outside, make sure to bring those your pets in. Definitely secure those objects before this storm comes in. That way your objects like your trash cans, things like that, don't get blown around and become hazards on the roads. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And definitely try to limit travel here. This is down to the southeast of Little Rock. This is heading up towards, let me get those locations once again. We got Collar, Parker's Corner, Hamilton, Hazen, and Devall's Bluff here. This is to the south of I-40, so we definitely have to watch out for this storm. It's definitely very, very intense. It is not severe yet, so that's good news. However, it does look like a severe thunderstorm warning could be issued on this storm system, especially with those damaging winds. Those winds could be in excess of 58 miles per hour. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on this for sure. Let's head down to the south here. towards Warren and Monticello as well. Special weather statement still 27 minutes, so 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-inch hail, so still below severe limits. We definitely have to keep an eye out on this. So yeah, guys, we're definitely have to watch this. This is to the northeast of El Dorado here. This is heading into Warren, Monticello, Star City, Gold here, Dumas, Gillett, Grady as well. So definitely be on the lookout for this. And then we have this linear structure here to the east of Pine Bluff, near Lake Dick, Cornerstone, Noble Lake. This is going to head into Valley A and Lodge Corner here. And as I said earlier, we have this very interesting structure here near Carlisle, from Carlisle to England down here. This is Collar, Parker's Corner, Hamilton. So this is in Arkansas, central Arkansas, to the southeast of Little Rock. So we definitely have to watch out for this, guys. Let's see. Yeah, not much in the way of severe weather at the moment. These two storms here, especially down to the south of Pine Bluff here, heading into Warren and Monticello, and up to the north here to the southeast of Little Rock. These two storms definitely look to be the strongest currently. Even this one near Pine Bluff as well. We're going to have to watch out for this one. Let me see here. Let's go down to the south a little bit. So this is near Shreveport. To the east of Shreveport, we still have this QLCS structure definitely forming here. Down to the southeast or southwest of Coushatta here, we definitely have to watch out for this area here, especially down to the southeast of San Augustine, with this little appendage starting to wrap around here. This is along Highway 21, heading into Milam, eventually over the Toledo Bend Reservoir. This is definitely going to head into Loring's, Wool, and Menny's. Wool getting hit with a lot of heavy rain here. You definitely still have a lot of rain to the south west of you. So definitely could cause some flooding concerns here, especially along 171 up through Loring's, Wool, Noble, all the way through Converse. So definitely a prolonged event in terms of rain activity here. And unfortunately, this storm system definitely looks to be intensifying here across Highway 21. So we're definitely have to watch out for this. We do have a little bit of appendages down here as well. Now down here towards Rockland, Concord, Fox Landing, heading into Powell, Needmore as well. So definitely have to watch out for this. Definitely a very, very interesting, concerning storm. This one right now is definitely very, very strong. Could definitely be intense. Definitely some 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts for sure. This is heading across Highway 103 between Rosevine and Milam. So definitely be on the lookout for this. But I definitely appreciate you guys joining me for this. Definitely, it's definitely awesome to see you guys in here for sure. Definitely shout out to Dark Waters. Definitely thank you, and definitely shout out to Sam as well. Definitely thank you for joining. But yeah, it's definitely a very interesting storm system here. Wow. Yeah, Monroe's definitely gonna have to watch out for this storm for sure, especially this. The way this appendage is starting to kink out near Gippsland and Arcadia here, just right along I-20. So definitely a very, very intense situation here. No warnings or no special weather statements yet, but it definitely looks like it's gaining strength here. It's definitely having that little feeder band kink out to the east, definitely bringing in a lot of that inflow. So we definitely have to watch out for this. That inflow could wrap around the backside of this storm and definitely curve this portion of the southern end of the storm out near Bryceland, Bear Creek, and up through Oak Grove as well. So we definitely have to watch out for that. But yeah, guys, definitely be on the lookout for possible severe thunderstorm development later on tonight. We're definitely have to watch out for this as we get closer to the evening and overnight hours. The severe weather threat will begin to wane here, so it's definitely going to be on the decline here. So that's good news. But right now, we definitely have a few special weather statements out there, and possible maybe some severe thunderstorms here. But this is definitely a linear structure, so that's good news. It's definitely harder for tornadoes to form in these linear structures. But definitely, if they do form, quasi-linear convective system tornadoes are definitely can be very powerful. They can be, EF2, EF3, so we definitely have to watch out for this. But all right, guys, I think I'm going to hop off of here real quick. Just got to check on the stuff in the kitchen here. Just want to make sure everything's going good. As the warnings do populate, if they do begin to populate in here, I'm definitely going to jump back on here. But I definitely appreciate you guys joining me. And always remember, guys, never stop chasing.